Hello, beautiful soul family. How are you, brothers and sisters of the light, and some of you of the darkness? I am waiting for my beautiful sweet potatoes from the garden to be done, and I want to share a quick oracle reading with all of you, but I also want to share some positive things that are happening and some things that have been a long time coming. So today was a clerical day for me. It's a day where I get to walk around in my warm boots and my yoga pants and a sweatshirt with my hair in a bun and just do, tie up loose edges. I usually take Sundays and Mondays to do this. And the beautiful thing was I was on such a high. I ended a natural high. I ended the night last night with a client call, and I began the day with a client call. And I love what I do. It absolutely fills me up. Let me introduce myself first. I just assume people know me, and probably most of you don't. I am Andrea Cox, intuitive healer, detox specialist, holistic wellness and intuitive life coach. We are streaming live actually on 2 of my 4 YouTube channels and also on Twitter. I think we're looking into another streaming service that's going to allow us to go live on even more platforms. But I am just on cloud 9 today, and I really love what I do. I had a private reading last night and a health akashic reading this morning. And then I went into working with one of my holistic wellness, intuitive life coaching clients. And in between, I was able to get a lot of little things done that I had been putting off. And it fills me up with joy. One of the things that we're working on that I'm really excited about is a series of oracle decks for all of you. So just like the recipe books I've put out, for those of you who don't know, I have 3 recipe books. Rawlicious Recipes was written several years ago as I healed myself from an eating disorder and got onto a raw living foods diet. Juicing for Beauty was written several years ago when I was drinking mostly juice in order to ascend. Oh, please tell me where you're tuning in from in the comments and hit the like button as you come on here. That helps so much. And the most recent, Eat Right for Your Zodiac, that's the number 4. You can get this book on in Barnes and Noble and Target, online, in Amazon, on andreacox.com. That was just something that really compelled. It was a compilation of my juicing recipes, my raw vegan recipes, my cooked vegan recipes, and intertwining it with my love of astrology. The first thing I do, I'm walking around my kitchen to check on things, to make sure my dog Maverick hasn't adopted something like a kitchen utensil to chew on. The first thing I do when I work with clients is I do their astrology. And the reason I do it in Vedic over Western, because I'm more into Vedic astrology. I think it's been around for thousands and thousands of years, and there's a lot of validity to it. But I like to make sure that they're living in the right place for them to monetize their gifts. I like to make sure that, they're not if they're in a karmic contract, they know how to gently ease their way out of it. It's a lot there's a lot that goes into what I do, rounding the astrology with the wellness and then the intuitive life coaching. It's not like I just tell people what to eat, or I just do someone's reading or something of that nature. So there's a lot that goes into what I do. I've really evolved my gifts over time. And some of the things I do are very hard for other people to grasp. Some of the protection work, the healing work, it leaves a level of misunderstanding in people's minds that I'm not willing to go into at this time, because I know how special my gifts are. And the fact that we're working on a series of oracle decks, honest to God, I've been crying all morning. I'm so grateful to be able to live up on this mountain with my beautiful garden and my beautiful dogs, and have my family less than 2 hours away, and just be able to do what I love to do. I've never been more filled with joy. And I kept questioning why I was hesitating with the oracle decks, because as many of you know, if you're tuning in here from Andrea Cox TV or on Twitter, I have another YouTube channel called The Detox Intuitive that became my baby in 2018 as I went through a breakup. And I have a great understanding of karmic relationships, life partnerships, soulmate relationships, twin flame relationships, past life relationships, the Akashic records, all of that stuff. So, astrocartography, Vedic astrology, you name it. So, oh, hello, Elton. How are you? Hello, Moretta. Oh my God, I love seeing my clients. Hello, Andy. I love seeing all of you. God love you all. And so, and I've also went through a lot of shit in my life. I've went through a lot of trauma and drama that was unnecessary. I was born into a great family. I'm just going to say I was born into an awesome family. We had our problems, we had our problems. My sisters used to fight like cats and dogs, and I was kind of the peacemaker when I was little. We've had our issues, but and my parents did get divorced when I was 3, and my dad did pass when I was 10 in a car accident, but I grew up in love. We all love each other, and we all displayed love. And, even though my mom was a single mom, my grandma helped, and I loved visiting with my grandmas. They lived one street over from each other. And those of you who know me know that my love of gardening and flowers, some of it's from my mom, actually. I would say more of my love of thrift shopping and decorating is from my mom. But my love of gardening is definitely from my grandma Lagolda. And my love of self probably comes from my grandma Geneva. So I have pieces of my family in me. And even as I run my business, I'm learning I have both sides of my sisters in me. They both are very powerful, one in the corporate world, one in running her own business. And whenever I catch myself acting up, or for example, I place way too much pressure on my assistant from time to time, a lot of the time. And recently I had a come to Jesus moment when I realized, okay, it's not her fault. You're putting way too much on her. You need to pull someone else in for this, because now that I've worked with her for, over a year, I can see what her gifts are, and she has many. But one of the things I was putting on her was this, to handle the mass amounts of people that hit me up to shoot videos for them, the affiliate marketing sector of my business, which is definitely not something for her, and it's not something for me to handle. So I had a realization the other day that, oh, okay, I'm being the jerk here. I need to step into my, I almost said emperor position. I'll say empress position, and delegate and allow her to pick someone that she works well with, that she thinks can handle the job, and give them a try, because that's how you run a proper business. You're good to your employees. And so I'm learning along with all of you, but I have to say I bend over backwards for my clients, and I love each and every one of them, and I hope that I make a dent in each and every one of their lives. So when I have a night like last night, when I end with a client, I start the day and I begin with a client, and then I work with another client, and I'm able to clean my house. In the interim, it's impossible to find a cleaning lady here. I don't know. I don't know if it's because the area is more wealthy, or I don't know, but they're all taken. So I'm going to have to like stand with a sign begging someone to help me clean because that's not my strong suit. But getting back to what I was saying about the Oracle deck, and then I'm gonna do a quick 3-card reading with clarifiers for all of you. Okay, let's delete this person right here. There we go. This Oracle deck, I was hesitating, and I knew I wanted to create a series, and I kept hesitating and thinking, why am I hesitating? This is crazy. And I realized that the hesitation came because I was meant to, I was divinely guided to move to this home where I am greeted with wildlife on an almost daily basis. Like, if it's not a worm, it's a frog. I had a mountain lion that's come here twice over the past 2 weeks. A mountain lion once on my porch. Isn't that amazing? I've had a bobcat. I've had frogs. I've had a beautiful buck that shed its like crown in my yard. I've had javelinas. I mean, I met a woman at the nail salon right after moving here, and she's married to a scientist, and she told me that this particular area I live in has more wildlife than the entire Mediterranean. It's a fact. And so the fact that I live in this beautiful place and I am so incredibly blessed is just absolutely, it just makes me feel filled up. And so I'm feeling like the reason I was delayed in creating this Oracle deck was because a big component of this Oracle deck, I have such a love and passion for animals, was to create at least one of the decks to be an animal spirit deck. And I know that's been done already. I know I won't be the first, but I feel like with my love of animals, there's no one better to push this than me. I love animals so much. I've been vegan for 23 years, and I don't even put animals on my plate. So, yeah, I don't know what happened to the messages. I saw a bunch of messages and then they deleted. I'm not sure. Are you guys still there? But I really am grateful. I guess that's what I'm wanting to say. I'm in a very grateful space in my life. And I think that what I'm grateful for the most is that everyone in my life is healthy. And that I have this beautiful time here on the mountain to create these oracle decks and work with clients and be filled with joy, and that people believe in me, and that people purchase my services, and that with all the stuff. Yeah, Andy, can you see your chat messages you were leaving, or did they disappear? Are they still above when you scroll? I don't know what happened to all those messages. I had to delete a troll and then all the other messages disappeared. Anyway, I just feel extremely grateful. And, at times we can take that for granted. A lot of people drink, a lot of people do drugs. In the past, I would overeat from time to time, and no longer doing that, just really, putting my health, as a top priority. Once again, I always go back to health. I always go back to, making it a priority to get to the gym, making it a priority to get my cardio in, make it a priority to get my yoga in, my ballet in, my, all of that. I feel like I'm just really blessed right now, and I want to bless other people. And yeah, let's get into a quick reading. I'm just going to pick 3 cards. Okay. Okay, I like that one of this came out for one of my clients, Dean, this morning. So we have the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. So some of you are dealing with someone, or you're focused on someone that has a lot of rare gifts. And I feel like whoever this person is, you've really never seen anything quite like it. And they blow your mind on an unbound level. I do feel like with these rare gifts comes jealousy and envy. I feel like this person has had to fight a lot of battles in their life. And every battle they've ever fought from childhood on has been the fact that other people have been jealous and envious of them. I feel like this person shines like the brightest star in the galaxy. And there's no getting around that. There's no arguing that. People can hate on this person until the end of, time, but they shine bright. We have lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. Okay, so whoever's tuning into this message, you've spent several lifetimes with this person. It could have been that in a past life, maybe you did this person wrong or something. So now in this lifetime, you're indebted to, or you feel indebted, or you feel like you have a vested interest in this person for some reason, or like you're supposed to change their life, or you're supposed to try not to make them into someone they're not. It's a very important message coming through. We have keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So that just kind of encompasses everything that I just said. Your ancestors are standing beside you. They are holding your hand. They are walking with you. I feel like they're walking with the golden children. And this isn't a child. For some of you, it could be a child with rare gifts. For others of you, this is an adult, and it's an adult who's had to deal with just literally being attacked because people are envious of them. And it could have hardened them a bit, but it's like no matter what, their innocence, their rare gifts, their big heart, their beautiful heart shines through. And I think that you see this in them, and it's hard for you to turn away. So I'm going to pull a health card real quick. By the way, I'm pulling from the series of decks we're creating. Control, card number 10. So there's an ending to someone trying to control this person, because that goes on the golden children. And we have replenish, which reminds me of the sleep card in this, and that's going over lost land. So this could be a person that loves to sleep. We have 33 on that. Is that a 34 or a 33? I'm kind of in the dark a little bit. Oh, is it? Okay. So someone could have 33. They could either be a 33. So for example, I'm a 9 life path number, but I'm a 33 personality number. And our personality number we get when we hit a certain age. Some people don't have one ever. And we carry that for like decades, a few decades. So I think I got mine when I was like 28, and I'm supposed to have it until I'm like 54. And then I go into an 8 personality, which is all about wealth and property and things like that. Anyway, doesn't mean I don't accumulate it until then. It just means that that's the energy I go in. So that's over lost land. So we could have someone that actually rejuvenates themselves through sleep. Like when they sleep, they heal. And I feel like with this control card, number 10, I feel like we have a lot of people that were trying to even attack this person in their sleep. They could have been trying to infiltrate their dream state or astro travel, and this person was like, yeah, no. So this person I feel like this person has recently learned how to protect themselves more than they were, and they are a freaking powerhouse. I also feel like this person could have or could be coming into some type of inheritance, and that's something else that's going to give them more power to put these people that were trying to cripple them, and I almost said the word hide them, so I don't. Oh, welcome in Canada, Randy. I've been all over Canada. So Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland, Halifax, all over, like the armpit of Canada. I toured there when I was 18 as a model with a group of girls in a van. Quite interesting. Just had the photos shipped to me of that the other day. I was sharing them in my stories. Okay, and so we have Hyriath, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Okay. So whoever's tuning into this, you're missing this person that is of divine light, divine guidance, just absolutely. I mean, they're a star. There's nothing else to be. I get a very high priestess vibe, someone who's very intuitive, someone who can read people's energy very well and tap into it. This is not someone who, like, I get a lot of people like fake it till they make it, and I don't have a problem with that. This is not that person. This person never has to fake it. I get a lot of people also try to kind of steal this person's swag. They can't even hold a candle to this person's light. This person's smile lights up a room. I also feel like someone could have very, very beautiful eyes. I feel like this person is supposed to be more social. Yeah, they got into a situation where people were causing them a lot of ruminating thoughts because there were several attacks. And people's intentions became reversed against this person. So maybe people started out with good intentions and then they just became jealous and envious of them. So I feel like this person has karmic justice coming to them in a positive way. And I do feel like it's within stability, abundance, etc. Greetings in Arkansas, beautiful lucid lioness. Oh my God, I love that. Mother vibration. You'd be happy to know that I've had a lion on my front porch twice in the last 2 weeks. Kid you not, a mountain lion. So I do feel like this person has a strong connection to the animal spirit world, specifically birds, dogs, probably all animals. Yeah, if you're following me on my Raw Chef Andrea Instagram page, I was sharing that in my stories, Lucid Lioness. Andy, did the former comments disappear? I don't know what happened to them. Maybe I deleted them by accident when I was deleting. At any rate, so let me just recap this. The golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. So this person has an innocence about them that you see that others may not see. Lost lands, soul memories, rare gifts. You've done this before. These gifts that this person has seem to come naturally to them. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. You are this person's ancestor. I mean, sorry. 13 people in the room. You are. You are sent here to protect this person. It's your mission. That's why you have trouble getting them off your mind. And it's almost like it's not even like you're like interested in them in a way of like dating them or something. It's more of like a protection vibe. But you need to not protect this person in a way that hinders them. This person has wings. You need to let them fly. They have wings. You need to let them fly. When you clip their wings, they die. They don't shine then. It's like pulling a flower out of the garden. Even pulling vegetables, like I've let my lettuces get so high because I know that when I pull them, I'm just going to eat them and, they're going to be dead. Like they look like big lettuce flowers right now, They're like these big, huge lettuce flowers. Okay, on a side note, an intuitive message that was, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that for another reading. I love you guys. I want to cross-reference for you to check the description box of all the videos and connect with me on all my social media. Raw Chef Andrea on Instagram, Andrea Lee, Leigh Cox on Facebook, Andrea Lee, Leigh Cox on TikTok. My YouTube channels that I have set to the public right now, not the two that I haven't mentioned, are Andrea Cox TV for health and wellness, gardening, etc., and the Detox Intuitive for intuitive reading. So if you're on one, go subscribe to the other. And thank you for liking this video, for hitting the share button, for connecting with me on all my social media platforms, for all your donations, all your super chats, all the gifts you guys send me on a daily basis, all the positive energy, all the times you've, whether you've purchased an Akashic record reading, a astrocartography reading, a wellness coaching, package, a intuitive life coaching package, whatever you've purchased, I appreciate, products from the Detox Intuitive Etsy store. We just, by the way, restocked new products there. My supplement line, my probiotics on andreacox.com, my books, whatever you have done, I appreciate each of you greatly. I'll talk to you soon. Be well. You guys were so good. No barky. Good boys.